What's up? What's your mind of what we learned yesterday? Can you guys hear me? I know you can hear me. Sorry, that's the question. Who wants to remind us, please? Just raise your hands and I'll call you. Let's be sure you can remember what happened, what we learned yesterday. But because you didn't do assignments, you guys have forgotten all. Hello. Okay. All about the one person. I need a lady now. Please let me make this very snappy. Time has gone already. Okay, Olabode, please go ahead and remind us. Thank you very much. Before you finish speaking, please, or finish speaking, please, I'll be happy if a lady can raise her hands as well so she can walk us through what she learned yesterday. Thank you very much. Olabode, you have the floor. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everybody. We had email automation and segmentation yesterday, and you told us and you defined it for us as the software to send emails at specific time based on behavior and without being manual, like automatically. Yeah, and then you gave us examples like sending welcome newsletters, abandoned cards reminders, and re-engagement emails, birthday messages, anniversary messages, and then you gave us the types of email automation. You said welcome series, just like an user signing up for the first time, like welcoming an user for the first time. That is for welcome series, drip campaigns, behavioral triggers in the sense that like there are some that might get to order and then maybe they didn't check out. So abandoned cart reminders, and so as just for them to follow up. And then you talked about transactional emails. That's where the receipts come in. You receive the order confirmations and then the checkout notifications. And then we talked about the reactivation email to under the types of email automation. Then we moved to segmentation. Segmentation is just like dividing your email list into subsets based on their characteristics, and so that you'll be able to target some particular people, like targeted messaging to resonate with some specific audience. And then you gave us ways to segment our email list. Then we talked about demography, that is the location, the age, the personal characters, and we move to behaviors, that is the number of those that opened the email, the number of those that clicked, the number of those that visited the website, and their engagement patterns. Then the purchase history too. You segment those that spend highly on the websites and those that don't really purchase well, and those that prefer some particular products compared to another. And then another way to segment our list is engagement level two, that is the active subscribers or the cold subscribers, that is those that are not active or that have abandoned their account for a long while. And then we can also segment some from their sign up source, like where they sign up from. Some might probably sign up from the website or sign up from the app, and some through product trials. They sign up from product trial, and some they sign up through promotion or blah blah blah, like that. And then we moved to when automation meets segmentation. You allowed us and you let us know how they work hand in hand. And then you gave us an example, like when a new user registers from a webinar, and then firstly as they get hello, are we here? You know, let's I just dey talk
Yes,
since
I
so.
see you. How with you?
Okay,
Please go on.
okay. So you started with the user signing up from a webinar, and then okay, let's say some start sign up from a webinar, some sign up from a app. Then you segment them by saying, okay, this is a webinar segment, and this is the app segment. I hope you get me. So, and then we moved to okay, you used a real life case study when you gave us a case study about a small e-commerce brand selling skincare, and their issue was um high visits but low sales conversion. And then the solution was abandoned cart automation combined with segment discount offers. That is, the solution was those that abandon their carts, combine them with segment-based discount offers. That is those that they abandon their carts. You give them a segment name, like just say abandoned carts. Will you abandoned carts? So you segmentize them, and then the results 24% increase in conversion rate, and then you gave us a classwork to back it up. And then you mentioned about the common mistakes we need to avoid when we do email automation and segment automation. And we talked about over automation. That is, sometimes when we do it too much, sometimes we get to sound robotic, and even your human traits would be off. Then ignoring personalization, that is failing to use the subscribers data. Just like, for example, now you want to send an automated message to a subscriber. Sometimes you just need to make the subscriber feel like it is personal. Just and you give us an example of the big fish Adekunle Gold. One of the mail is sent to you, like you when you got it, you feel like it felt personal to you. It mentioned you like I Tomiwa, so like that. In fact, the subscriber will feel like this person is directly talking to me. So that way, that's why we don't need to ignore the personalization in the aspect of optimization. And skipping text too. You mentioned skipping text, that we don't have to skip text. And part of this was when you asked us to do our assignment like 2 days ago, and you asked us to first text the text send or the text email. I asked us first. So we need to first test our workflow before we start launching them to subscribers. And another one is a one size fits all, like using one approach for almost every subscriber. Because what might work for A might not work for B. That's all I can say, sir. Thank you.
Can we give me a round of applause, please? Thank you very much. Nobody lost me. Any lady, I want to hear from a lady as well, so it's balanced. Um, any lady that wants to participate or remind us what she learned yesterday. I don't want to believe that all the ladies are not paying attention. So who wants to try? Please raise your hand so you can go up. Thank you. Okay, praise, don't go up.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Tomiwa.
Good evening, praise.
Okay, so yesterday we learned about yesterday and day before yesterday. It's almost similar. So I'll kind of like collapse everything that I remember. Email automation and segmentation. So I'll start with segmentation. It says segmentation has to, just like how you segment things, you segment your email, you separate it based on who has to do with the audience, the people you're trying to reach at that point. Okay, now for example, let's give my own example. For example, now the way you talk to a child. It's not the same we talk to an adult. So that is how segmentation works. Now, the language for somebody who is just based on their journey at that moment, you segment them, you separate them, and you speak to them or you send email to them based on their interests, based on their behaviors, based on their journey at that initial stage. Why email automation is use it's like a software that allows you to automate your email at a specific time. Rather, there's what we call automation and what we call manual. Manually can be like sending several, like by yourself, this one by one. But with automation, you can just do everything at once, and it will send the email at a time. You put a time, you put a date based on the user behavior, personalizing based on their experience without having to do it manually. And automation actually it's helpful because it allows you to save time, and also save time, save energy, and save resources. So common examples, you said, like welcome email. When somebody joins your email address for the very first time.
Is it just me or I can't hear press again?
Yeah, sorry. So I said, like, yes, like welcome email. When someone joins, you have like a welcoming them. Hey, welcome for being a part of my email list. We also have abandoned parts. For example, if someone goes through your website or your social media, and they like start click on what they want to get, but they not get to the final conversion point of buying. So it's already noted that, okay, this particular people, they've added some items to their cart, but they don't make any purchase. So you can send an email to them reminding them that, oh, you can actually like make purchase, or like you can like and reactivation email. For example, now some persons may have like subscribed to your account, but they've not been on your platform for a very long period of time. So more as if you're trying to like refresh and welcome them back to your email lists. And that's all I can remember actually. That's what I can remember for now.
All right, thank you very much. Can we give a round of applause, please? No, 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 no. Yeah, good. Thank you very much. So today we're talking about email deliverability, the role of analytics, and what A/B testing means, right? Is there anybody here who has delved or who has gone into email marketing for this class? I want to see if anybody knows the meaning of A/B testing. So it'll be nice if there's nobody that's like that was the idea of this training, so it's no big deal. But is there anybody that's tried or that's been into email marketing for this class? Anybody? Hello? Okay, that's fine. Sorry, guys, you're not seeing any beautiful slides today because of some technical issues. But today you're looking at the role of email deliverability and and A or B testing, right? I'm going to explain what this thing means to you, why it is important, and why brands take it seriously. So I want to beg you, please. I need you to lend me your ears, and I need you to pay good attention into all of these things, right? This particular email is going to explain or help you, right, to avoid being in the spam folder. Does anybody know what the spam folder mean in email marketing? Or generally, if you use your phone, you should know what spam folder means. Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is spam folder? I'm asking simple questions today, sorry. But yeah, if you don't know the basics, you can build on it. Yeah, now tell us now, what is spam folder?
Ah, Um, according to like what I know, it should be.
Yeah.
It's just like that same place. I don't even know. Oh, okay. Let me just say it the way I can say it. Like normally, your message should get in your inbox, but there are some then there are some way your email get to filter some email they feel like they are not good enough, so they just send it to the spam folder.
Exactly. How many of us have gotten emails from people saying you have won $2 million? Anybody here? Nobody. Blessing on my behavior no good. Okay, people here. Okay, yeah. So I get those irritating, annoying mails say telling me that I won $2 million, or the person is dying and the person left a will for me of $3 billion. Very crazy stuff. Basically, the people doing those stuff are most likely either an Abdullah in Pakistan or a Wahid in Mushin. Yahoo boys and girls. That's basically one of their low budget strategies, right? So spam folders, the spam folder is a folder. It was created, right, for emails that are not relevant, for emails that you didn't sign up for, or emails that you're not interested in, right? It's really, really, really important that you understand what spam folder means. And I'm saying this because as from a person creating email, for a person creating emails, right, an email marketer point of view, if you don't understand why the spam folder was created, you can create emails that are going to the spam folder. So imagine you're spending thousands or hundreds of dollars on MailChimp every month in your team or for your company, and you're sending out emails, spending so much money, but people are not opening your email because they're not seeing it. That's like a waste of money. So it's even better that you don't have the audience, that you have the audience and you have been banned, or you have been exiled to the spam folder, right? There are some things that will make sure and that will ensure that you get to the spam folder. I think that there are things that will make sure that you don't get there as well. It's just basically a list of guidelines for you to understand. Let me try and share my screen. There's a blanket presentation I have because I entered an issue with my presentation provider today. So I'm going to be sharing my screen now for you guys to see me. Let me know once you can see my screen. Just give me a second. Um, Hi guys, so please let me know if you can see my screen. All right, sorry, I said it's going to be a blanket like this. I don't go vex. Let me close so a call does not come in. Present full screen. Can you still see my screen? Hello.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you
Yes,
very
we
much.
can see your screen.
Yes, we can
Why does
see
marketing
screen.
still win? Thank you very much. Thank you. So why does email marketing? Why is it still powerful? It's powerful because it's one of the owned channels. I mentioned there are three major types of channels for content marketing. One of them is owned. What are the other two, guys? You can remember.
Paid and
Earned and paid.
Thank you very much. Exactly. So email marketing is one of the channels that you can control. You have a large power over the frequency and the nature of how the content goes out, right? So you have better control over it, right? Then you have a better ROI over email marketing, right? It's really, really important. For example, if I wanted to reach out to all my past clients, like all the clients I've worked for, and I have their email address, I can just DM them and say, or send an email to them and tell them that I'm offering um graphics design service, or I'm offering strategy service for their brands for a month for $200 or $400. Everybody's getting the email directly. It's not like something can distract them while they're reading my emails, right? And it's I have better control over it, right? So it has the highest ROI. I explained why. Yes. So now I want you to understand email deliverability. There are two things that really matter, that really matter in terms of your emails being opened. This email deliverability is to make sure that people open your emails, right? And two things you're going to look at. Number one is inbox placement. Inbox placement means, for example, you send an email to me. Where does your email appear on my inbox? Someone here gave an example and they mentioned that they sent an email to themselves from Namecheap and from MailChimp, sorry, and where they got the email was promotions. Who was the person here? I'm trying to remember the person. Who was the person? And I remember someone mentioned that yesterday. Okay, a person is not here now. Wow. Anyways, so what will determine where your email will go into? Will it be in promotions or spam or inbox or updates? It depends on how the email is structured. And I'm going to give you some tips that will help you control the narrative as regarding where people receive your emails. Also, there's something called your reputation as a sender. The same way there's domain authority, the same way you can gain authority on SERPs, you can also have a good rating in quotes or a bad rep in quotes on email marketing, such that you can send emails and people will not see your emails to go to everybody's spam. Is not dependent really on the receiver in most cases. It's dependent on what you put in your email and the reputation over time. I'm going to explain to you, don't worry. Um, so I'm going to explain these terms to you: SPF, DKIM, DMARC, and what a verified domain means. If this is your first time doing email marketing, you will be here for the first time. But if you have been in the marketing landscape for a while, or email marketing landscape, you understand this is I'm talking about, and it's not a big deal. They're just big letters. Let me explain this to you. SPF means Sender Policy Framework. Please pay attention. I'm begging you. Please pay attention. It's designed to detect and block email spoofing. It allows the domain owner to specify which mail servers are permitted to send emails on behalf of their domain, right? So when, for example, I buy a web address, www.kbac.com, that's the domain name. I have to set up SPF, right? When I set up SPF, no hacker, no third party will be able to send emails on behalf of my domain name. For example, there's no how good the Yahoo boy is going to be. He can send an email from google.com. He can do some manipulation and make it look like google.com. He can buy a domain name that has 2 zeros instead of 2 O's and all of those things. But he can't send it from the host domain. Why? he has set up SPF. So, and most hosting providers, if you want, most email hosting providers will ask you that please set up SPF for your domain name, because they don't want a situation where hackers or third-party people are sending emails on behalf of their brand. That if that is possible, if that is possible, a lot of things can happen. Someone can create a duplicate store like your domain name and sell similar products on that store and send the email marketing people the list. It will make sense, right? So SPF is like a list that tells the World Wide Web that only these people are allowed to send letters for me. If somebody that is not on this list tries it, don't allow them. The post office will say no. Then DKIM means domain keys identified mail. It adds a digital signature to your emails to verify that the email was not altered, right? It's like putting a special secret stamp on every email you send, and to say yes, I really sent this, right? It's just like you're coming to me and telling me that or me saying that what's this word? Or it's just like me sending you a letter and my signature is on it. That's DKIM. It's not going to show, like, no email will write DKIM on it, but DKIM is also something you set up when setting up your email, right? DMARC is a rule that tells the post office that if a letter that is not on my list, that is SPF, and does not have my stamp, that is DKIM, this is what you should do, right? So DMARC is like the rule to tell the World Wide Web what to do if any of these two previous rules are defaulted, right? So these things are very good. They are just it's just really important for you to understand these things. Then when we talk about you warming up your leads, or when I'm talking about you doing warm-up practices, it means that you're sending few emails, right? You're not sending too much, you're not sending too small. You're sending enough emails for them to remember you, just like AJ Baby, but you're not sending too much. You can mention even yesterday that if you send too many emails, you'll be counted as spam by the World Wide Web, or the person can even get irritated and just block you altogether or report your email as spam. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
There's someone that doesn't understand something that I said here. I'll go over it again, you know me. Okay, we all understand. Moving on. Now, there are some rates, there are some things that are important for you to understand. For example, if you're running an ad for a brand and you're targeting sales, right? You want to check the number of sales, the number of purchases people bought from that ad. If you're targeting traffic, you want to confirm how many people visited the website from that ad. Do you understand? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you, sir.
You guys are not giving me the vibe today. Someone is watching another video. You don't cast. So what's the open rate? Open rate is percentage of people that open the website, open the email that you sent. Let's say you sent the email to 100 people and only 20 people opened it. The open rate will be 20 over 100 times 100%. Do you understand? So open rate is let's say they ask you that, okay, how many people that you sent emails to actually open the email address or open the email that you sent to them. That is the open rate for that email. Click-through rate is those that clicked on the links inside the email. So let's say, for example, in the email, I'm asking them to read my blog post. The percentage of those that click the links in the email is also a rate that I want to monitor. And this is really important because if I'm running a sales campaign, I don't just want to know the open rate. I want to know the click rate to know whether people are opening the link from the email, but they're not just buying, or to know what went wrong or what is going wrong anywhere in the loop, right? What is the click to open rate? It measures is a rate that compares the two rates that I've mentioned just now. It compares the number of clicks to number of unique opens. Let me explain this to you. For example, if you send an email to me, I can open the link 5 times. Let's say in the morning when I was on my way to work, I opened the link, I got busy. Later in the afternoon, I went back to find the email, I click on it again. That's like 2 clicks from one person. But click to open rate is going to compare the number of clicks to the number of opens. Do you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Because if your email slaps very well, I'll most likely want to go and open it again. Like let's say tomorrow or next tomorrow, I want to reference something there. I can go and open the link there. All right. So that is the click to open rate. What is the bounce rate? I've mentioned bounce rate from day one. Bounce rate is percentage of of okay. Bounce is almost like the bounce rate of normal websites, but it's just the percentage of those that did not receive your email. This can be many issues. Let's say, for example, when I set up this class, some people did not put valid emails here. Somebody put Ajoke Adisa 120.
Hi, is it just me? I can't hear anything again. No.
Yes,
Same
same
as
here.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just me because it had been silent for quite a while. Okay,
Someone should play song.
maybe his network.
Yes, obviously.
Hello everyone, I'm so sorry. Network cut me off. I was talking and I throw. Actually, it's cut me off. I'm really sorry. I'm going to continue from where I stopped. I'm really sorry about today's class experience. I want to give you guys excellence. So yes, I've mentioned what was the last rate you guys mentioned? You guys here? You guys helped me say.
Bounce
Bounce
rates.
Bounce
bounce
rate.
rate.
Right. So bounce rate is those emails that go wally, right? Most likely, or in most cases, in my experience, is because the email addresses were not correct. People can put the wrong email in your list, and it happens. So once you notice that this particular email has a bounces to this person, just find time to remove that person from your list because it's going to be showing in your metrics, right? So if you analyze these metrics, you'll be able to understand those that love your email, those that your subjects slapped, that they opened it, those that found the content, the hook good, that they clicked the link on it, those that went back to open it multiple times, those that didn't get your emails, and those that unsubscribed. Unsubscribe means they unfollowed you, literally, like so they remove themselves from your list. They won't be getting your emails in the future because they don't want anymore. So these things will help you to monitor to understand how effective your email marketing is. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please stop me like Imole Ayo yesterday and ask me. What are the behavioral metrics? What are the important metrics to observe? I think at this point in time, I'm going to log into my Mailchimp account, not my client's one, to show you guys. I used to send emails before, and I even think I'll send emails moving on. So let me just go back and check one of my past personal emails that I've sent to people. I'll show you what it map and everything and the things that I can check. Although I'm going to, because it's my personal, or this was my personal marketing stuff, I might get limitations, but there may be a limit to what I can access, but let me just try. Where will they send this OTP? So that's the problem. Hope it will be my phone number. Oh, I'm logged in. Interesting.
Okay.
So I need to ask for verification of identity. Sorry, network is while it's loading, I'll come back to that. I'll open it later on. Okay, I got the OTP. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, yes, so we've logged in now, and we're going to check the past metrics of previous campaigns I've created. Right? Let's move on quickly. MTN or Airtel, which of you pick yourself? While that's loading, let me just continue the slide, so I'll come back to that in no time. These are other statistics that you can also check to know how well your email performed, right? Then also A/B testing. A/B testing means you create the email campaign, but you tell the provider that half of this email use another subject for it, or half of this email use another body for it. Do you understand? So it's like you're sending out two versions of emails to two different set of people. That's what A/B test means. So there's version A and there's version B. You can always swap out or make variations for the subject line for the subject. For the from names, you can do from JD from KBAC's team or Upper from Carrywise. You can do A/B testings for the CTA buttons. For the send times, you can send one by 9 a.m. and the other by 12 p.m. Especially when you're just starting out the brand to know what time is best for your audience. You can do A/B testing for the body of the email. One can be designed with a lot of visuals. One can be just text like Adekunle Gold's email. Are you guys following me? I'm
Yes,
asking
sir.
if this network is bad. So sorry. I have to always ask so that I don't teach myself and find out that I'm logged out of the class. So moving on in what I was saying, these are the things that you can test when it comes to A or B testing. Please pay attention because there's going to be an assignment after today's class, right? So what is the clear flow for A/B and A/B testing? This is what I do. I set a clear hypothesis. For example, I want to see the best time for my audience, right? So that's what I'm looking at. What is the one variable? What is the thing that I want to always change? The send time, right? So I can send the first one to a test group. I can schedule the email that the first email, the same email, send it by 9 a.m. to half the people in my list. Send the other one by 4 p.m. to half the people in my list. Let's say people in my list are Gen Z people who are working physically. I can decide to say I want to determine whether they read the emails on their way to work or when they are closing from work. So that's a very good way to do A/B testing. After about 24 hours, when the content has marinated and they will have opened it, I can now measure results and find the winner. To find out if the one by 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. got more views, I know that the next email should be sent by that time. If the one by 4 p.m. gets more views, I know that the next email should be sent by that time. The point is that email marketing, you don't want anything to waste. You don't want to send out a very fantastic email, but nobody reads it. So you need to do A/B testing to find out what works for your target audience, right? So what to look out for when you do A/B testing? Look for significance difference. Look for whether the click-through ratio is improved, not just people that are opening the emails. Look and check. Look and check the audience behavior patterns, right? So let me ask a question to you guys to know who is following. I need someone to answer this question. What is the meaning of this situation when you have a high open rate or you have a low CTR, click-through rate? Who wants to try? What does it mean? Like what can you interpret that to be? You have a high open rate for your email, but you have a low CTR, click-through rate. Remember, click-through rate is the rate of people that click on a link in your email. Okay. Henry, yes, Henry, please go on. What do you think it means, Henry?
Sorry, I was muted. So I say you have a high open rate but a low click-through rate. So
Yes.
good chance that you have a very catchy subject line that is bringing people into your email. That is them opening the email, but within the email itself, there is nothing appealing to engage your subscribers, or maybe even you don't even have a clearly visible link that they can then use to go somewhere else. So they are just left on the email itself and then they do nothing else. So I
I
think that
think
can explain.
Yes, thank you very much. That's exactly it. It means that your email was catchy enough for them to open it, but the contents there didn't really hook them. They didn't find or see the need to click on the link. Do you understand? It means that a lot of people there they saw the story and like, oh, nice subject, but they opened it and were like, oh man, it didn't really slap like the content of the email. So this is why I said data is always talking. So when you send out emails, don't just send and forget. Go back and do A/B testing. Or without even testing, go back and check the metrics of your emails. I think Mailchimp is ready for me. Let me go to campaigns and go to my past campaigns. This is when I used to have a blog. I may open the blog again later on if I want to. So let's look at the report of this email. I wrote this email for content writers. Only God knows what's inside, but that's the subject of the email. Let's check out to see the metrics that are there. Just a second. Okay. Mailchimp is taking its time like a shy lady. That's fine. While that's loading, let's continue. Moving on. So, where are we? Yes. Boom. What are the email deliverables? Sorry, guys. These things, powers are fighting this class, this network of this class of today. I don't know why, but that's fine. So these are the tools that can help you to check or test the deliverability of your email, right? And especially this is important for those that are going to like do proper email marketing and you're going to do email marketing for example, Oreoluwa at carrywise.com. Imolayo at google.com, right? Let's say you're working in Google. That's what I pray for you guys, anyways. This tool you can sign up for free, and when you sign up for free and you connect your email to it, you're going to verify your email. Once you verify your email, it's going to let you know how the percentage of whether or not your email is delivering or not. And it's going to let you know what to do in that situation. There are other tools that you can use, like blog apps, like Google Postmasters tools, and so on and so forth. At this point in time, I'll be receiving questions. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and ask me the question while I set up your exercise for today. So, do you have any question, anyone? Please raise your hands and ask me questions. Okay, praise. Ask your question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask this last part you just explained deliverability. I don't understand this. Please, can you just like go over it?
Okay.
That's the
I
only part
mentioned Okay, I mentioned that um to know whether your email is in a good place, in quotes, to know whether your domain name is good or it has been banned, in quotes, banned in the sense that you are entering spam folder. Do you understand? These tools are tools that when you sign up on them, they'll help you monitor to know the statistics, to know how well your website is. I'm talking about your domain name, whether it has been banned or not. If it's banned in this context, I mean that it has been going to spam folder. You'll be banned in quotes if you're sending out spam emails, or if your emails are too frequent, or many people are reporting your emails as spam. So to make sure that you're not just creating creative emails that are not going anywhere, if you sign up on these tools when you're doing email marketing, it will allow you to monitor the status of your email deliverability. Do you understand? It's not like it's going to monitor every email you send from MailChimp to show there. No, it's going to let you know the standing of your domain name of that email that you're sending emails from. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
So, yeah, welcome. Dolan Ibrahim.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
I just wanted to ask if you can go over the part where you talked about the SPF, the mark, and the likes. I didn't really get that part.
Yeah, I'll do that willingly. Just give me a second. Let me just do that very quickly. SPF is designed to detect and block email spoofing. What does spoofing mean? How many of us, if you are Christians here, raise your hand? Good. Bolale, excellent. You asked the question, you're a Christian. Good. So what Jacob did was that he spoofed Esau. Jacob went to his father and said, bless me. Sorry, he went to his father and said, bless me. He said, bless me, I'm Esau. But in the real sense, it was Jacob. He was pretending to be Esau to steal Esau's blessing. The same way, if you don't set up SPM well on your emails, hackers can pretend to be you to steal your client, to steal your potential money. Let's say, for example, Jumi has an online store. She's selling skincare routine. A Yahoo bot from Mojo can check if our email is as SPF protection. If it doesn't, you'll find the vulnerability and send an email. So Saeed from Mojo will send an email to everybody on Jumi's list. Tell them that I'm offering you a new product for $5, and he doesn't have anything to offer. And you're going to link them to pay on a website that looks like Jumi's website. That's spoofing, pretending to be Jumi to make Jumi's clients pay money. Meanwhile, people will not pay money to Ojo to Saeed. Oh my God, network is breaking. you guys do not believe, I went to go and hang in my passage so you guys can hear me. It's closer to my router. So back to what I was saying. Spoofing is pretending to be you to convince people to carry out an action, right? So if you have an online store, a Yahoo boy can spoof your email and send an email to your customers, and they will pay the person expecting to collect something from you. Meanwhile, it's not you. You are not aware of it. So to protect your domain name or your email address from being spoofed, you need to set up SPF protection. Do you understand? Now, DKIM is an automatic. Once you set up DKIM, right, it's a form of encryption, right? The same way if you send messages on WhatsApp, it has an end-to-end encryption. Only you and the receiver is getting the emails. Nobody is coming in between. Although nowadays I doubt that. I think that law enforcement has access to your WhatsApp. That's aside. GKIM is an automatic like password, like secret key that is sent to your email and lets the World Wide Web know that this is a legitimate email, right? And basically, if I buy a domain name and I buy web hosting for a client, for example, and I want to set up emails for them, and I'm not using Microsoft Outlook, or I'm not paying for Google Workspace or paying for Zoho Workspace, and I'm trying to set up emails from their web hosting server, or for example, their cPanel hosting, I need to create SPF. I need to create DKIM keys. The option to create it is on the back end. Like it's just a matter of clicks to be done. But once you buy email address, or you buy an email mark, a proper email service from platforms like Google, Outlook, Microsoft, Zoho, they already set up these things for you, right? But if you're doing this from cPanel, you need to manually set it up from your web hosting. I have to mention this for people that are going to collect web dev gigs and you want to delve into email marketing for the same client. Set up SPF, DKIM to avoid issues. Then the final one that I also mentioned is called DMARC. DMARC, it provides a way for domain owners to know how unauthenticated email should be handled. For example, when you set a DMARC rule on your domain name or your web hosting, you're letting them know that if someone tries to spoof my email, what should I do? Is either you choose that they should send you an email to notify you, or they should just dismiss it, or whatever you want it to do, right? So in real sense, in a real business decision sense, nobody is going to ask you these things in an interview, but it's important to understand this so that you can make sure that the emails you're sending out are secured, and to make sure that you're protecting the reputation of the customer or brand you represent. If they don't have a professional email service, right, like Google paid or paid one Microsoft Outlook, or paid something, right? If it's just a free solution they're working with, let's say web hosting with cPanel or WordPress cPanel hosting, you need to set up these things. Make sure it is set up. It will take you like 10 minutes, but it is worth the time because it's going to make sure that malicious people don't hijack your reputation and send emails to people on behalf of the brand. Do you understand, Bolanle?
Yes, 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 I understand
Right.
now.
Thank you very much. I'm so sorry, guys, about today's class experience. Network is just breaking, and Nigeria will be great again in Jesus' name. So, Jumi, you raised up your hands. I assume you had a question, but your hands are down now.
Oh
You
no,
raised-
when you asked if we were Christians, that's when I raised up my hand.
Okay. Thank you very much. Does any other person have a question? Thank you. So, please, guys, I'm going to promise you that I'm going to set up the assignment. There's an assignment here, not class activity, because you've seen my network. I can go and give you guys 10 minutes, and for 20 minutes I cannot browse or close the form. What's at the point of it? So please make sure you do the assignment. We've learned from yesterday. If you can submit this night, submit and sleep. Know that the next time I'll see you or talk to you is tomorrow night. Fine and good. Don't wait till deadline, okay? It's going to be a simple assignment. It's going to be a quiz assignment, like we all know, on Google Classrooms, and it's something you can do in 2 or 3 minutes. I just want to make sure that you're following, or if you're not following, you found a way to check online the meaning of what you didn't understand. That being said, thank you so much, guys, for attending to this class. It means a lot. I really appreciate your tenacity, your consistency. Sadly, Mailchimp is not still loading. So I wanted to show you my past emails. You guys will be proud of your teacher. The emails I was sending like 2-3 years ago. What tap gone? The emails from like 2022 or 2021, I'm sure they are going to be there. I was really neck deep. 2020 safe, there are emails, like I'm very sure. Maybe what I'm going to do is that I'll compile the emails into an ebook, and I'll send it to you last PDF or something. I'll find a way. I want you guys to just see. It's not going to be a perfect ball. You guys will see where I started from, so you'll not feel too bad. That being said, thank you so much, guys. Stay warm, drink something hot, and have an amazing night. See you tomorrow. And please do my assignment on time. No extensions.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.